Hello, this is Bob Mangrum, and today's topic is the power of questions. We will look at the idea of how questions itself can unlock us, can get us into solutions, insights, can help us to accomplish our goals, because very often we're not asking questions, and therefore we're feeling stuck. So to explain further, consider the following. It won't work. I can't do it. I can't relax. I'm not smart enough. I'm no good, etc. Notice that these are all statements. And when your brain hears a statement, it basically does nothing with it, and it sees it as true. So for example, when you say to yourself, it won't work, your brain will simply say, okay, it won't work. Then there's nothing left to do. Now, in order to move into solution type thinking, you change a statement into a question. So for example, let's go back to the statement, it won't work. Instead of, it won't work, turn it into a question and ask, what can I do to make it work? Where can I go to make it work? Who can help me to make this work? And so on. Notice the difference. Notice that the moment you start asking questions, your mind feels like it's in motion. There's movement happening there. As opposed to when you simply say, it won't work, your mind feels as if it's frozen, if it's stuck. And technically it is stuck, because like I said earlier, it's a statement. Your brain does nothing with it. So there are 6 fundamental questions we can ask ourselves. Who, what, where, when, why, and how. I would avoid asking the why questions for now. The why question, we tend to ask, why is my life so terrible? Why did this person leave me? Why did this person hurt me? And so on and so forth. The why question does very little sometimes to give us answers. I'm not saying the why question is a terrible question. Sometimes it is necessary to ask why. But for the most part, the other questions, the who, the what, the where, the when, and the how, they tend to give us answers. They tend to assist us more. Now, let's consider some of the things that you might say to yourself, especially when we tend to say negative statements to ourselves, such as, I'm not smart. I hate myself. I'm no good. I'm useless. I won't amount to anything. I don't do anything right, or nobody likes me. Again, these are statements, and they're negative statements. And your brain will not do anything with it. Your brain will not try to correct it. Your mind will not try to correct it, because it will simply treat it as a fact. Now, if you're saying positive statements to yourself, such as affirmations, such as, I am smart, or I believe in myself, or I am a good person, that's fine. That's no problem. But when it comes to negativity, we must be very careful as to the negative statements that we have about ourselves. But again, even in such situations, we can convert it. In other words, if you feel to yourself, I'm not smart, then again we can ask questions such as, well, what can I do to increase my knowledge? Where can I go to increase my knowledge? Who can help me to increase my knowledge? Do you see the difference? It's very important to look at self in positive ways. If it's a positive statement, that's fine. But also to look at the questions that you can ask yourself, because the questions can help you to increase your skills, increase your potential, increase your overall abilities in all that you do. Questions are very powerful because it puts you into a completely different frame of mind, where solutions, insights, and ideas will come to you. The famous astronaut Neil Armstrong once said it nicely. He said, if you want to go to the moon, you need to answer 2 questions. How do I get there? And how do I get back? So think about all of this for now. Work with it as best as you can. And I wish you all the best. Thank you.